Like I said, everything in the past affects the future, even the tiniest act. And what you're doing leads here.
Rarity! It's me! I don't socialize with dragons. I don't know any pony who would.
Moby, didn't you read the sign? Please don't touch. That's a contraction. A contraction is a word formed by combining two or more words, leaving out sounds or letters. We use contractions all the time when we speak. They're faster and easier to say. How do you form a contraction? The word don't is a contraction for do not. First combine do not and take out the O. Then you add an apostrophe, which is a kind of punctuation mark. The apostrophe in a contraction tells you where the missing letters or sounds are. So do not becomes don't. You can do the same things to change could not to couldn't, is not to isn't, did not to didn't, and have not to haven't. But the contraction for will not doesn't follow the pattern. Its contraction is won't. As in, I won't tell anyone you touched the blocks. What are contractions with am, are, and is? It sure is cold outside. I am drinking hot cocoa. You can change I am to a contraction by combining the words, dropping the A, and adding an apostrophe. I'm drinking hot cocoa. You are eating warm soup. You can turn you are into a contraction. You're eating warm soup. Mia is making tea. This sentence can change to Mia's making tea. Hey, let's play in the snow. What are contractions that use have, has, and had? You have made one snowball. You can turn you have into a contraction. Combine the words, drop the letters HA, and add an apostrophe to form you've. You've made one snowball. Hey! You should have ducked. You can change should have into a contraction. You should have ducked. You had better watch out. You had can form the contraction you'd. You'd better watch out. Hey, who threw that? Uh-oh. Mia has made a bunch of snowballs. You can turn Mia has into a contraction. Mia's made a bunch of snowballs. Some contractions look the same. Well, the contractions in these two sentences look similar, but they mean different things. She's on the phone. When you read a contraction, try breaking it apart. It doesn't make sense to say, she has on the phone. She is on the phone. There are a lot of blocks to set back up. Don't worry, Moby. You will do it in a snap. I can change you will to a contraction. You'll do it in a snap. Oops, it's important to proofread and make sure you put the apostrophe in the right place. Good job, Moby. Oh, I think you forgot one. I'd like to go home now. What was the bee's favorite Eloise Greenfield book? Honey, I Love. What are you reading, Moby? The Snowy Day by Ezra Jack Keats. I love that book. He's one of my favorite authors. Who was Ezra Jack Keats? Ezra was born on March 11th, 1916 in New York. Ezra's dad worked hard as a waiter, and the family did not have a lot of money. Ezra's favorite subject in school was art, and he won awards for drawing and painting. His dad was proud of Ezra, but he knew that making a living as an artist was really hard. After high school, Ezra worked to help his family, but he took art classes at night. Later, Ezra got a job painting murals, which are large paintings on walls. Then he found work as an illustrator. An illustrator is a person who draws pictures to go along with words. Ezra illustrated comic books, newspapers, magazines, and children's books. Then he started writing and illustrating his own children's books. What did Ezra Jack Keats write about? Keats wrote about experiences a lot of kids go through, like having a pet, getting bullied, and having a new baby in the family. Once when he was reading a magazine, Keats found a picture of a young boy. The picture gave him an inspiration or a sudden rush of ideas. He drew a character named Peter, who became the star of many of his books. Right. In Whistle for Willie, Peter learns how to whistle for his dog. In A Letter to Amy, Peter invites a girl he likes to his birthday party and wonders if she'll come. And in Goggles, Peter finds a pair of goggles, and other kids in the neighborhood try to take them. Peter appears in 7 of Keats' books. I love reading about Peter's adventures and seeing how he changes. Many of Keats' books have similar settings, too. A setting is a time or place where a story happens. Many of Keats' stories take place in the city, and neighborhoods like the ones where he grew up. And his characters come from different backgrounds, just like the people he met growing up. He illustrated some of his books in similar ways. How did Ezra Jack Keats illustrate his books? Sometimes he used dark, thick paints in his pictures. And sometimes he used light, bright watercolors. But in many of Keats' illustrations, he did a collage. A collage is an artwork created by joining different materials together. Keats often cut out shapes from patterned paper and added them to his paintings. And he used stamps or added ripped-up newspapers to his pictures too. I love reading his books over and over because every time I read, I notice something different in his pictures. Oh, right. In 1963, Ezra Jack Keats won the Caldecott Medal for the snowy day. The Caldecott Medal is given to the artist of the best American children's picture book. Hey Moby, maybe we should write and illustrate a book together. Nice collage. Oh, I think you missed a spot. Moby, that was my homework.
Why was the tiger jealous of the lion's story? The lion had a better main idea.